My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Renfield. And there is so much about this movie I should have loved. Like, you've got Nicolas Cage as Dracula. That right there should be enough to get me to love this movie. But you've also got this relationship between Renfield and Dracula that is meant to mirror abusive, codependent relationships. And I'm like, okay, let's see what they do with this. And they just completely waste all potential this movie had. Like, I feel like the marketing is misleading, like I was lied to. Because this is not a Renfield and Dracula movie. This is Aquafina as a cop movie. Dracula sometimes comes into the picture here and there, but it's primarily focused on this plot regarding corrupt cops and these gangsters, and I just can't wrap my head around what the writers of this movie were thinking. Why would you go in this direction? It just doesn't make any sense. What could have been great and fun and fresh was just a very generic, safe, forgettable movie, and just really pissed me off. Just it's such an obviously bad direction, but that's what they decided to do, and the script is just unbelievably awful. The dialogue, the characters, the sequence of events, it's so incoherent, and it's just a disaster. The movie is never funny, it's never charming, it's never smart. It's just a really dull movie that I was actually quite bored with for the majority of its runtime. And just this whole corrupt cop storyline, hated it. Hated every second of it. So, yeah, like if you're going into this movie expecting some fun Nicolas Cage as Dracula action, then prepare to be disappointed because that is not this movie. Now, I do still like what they're trying to do with Dracula and Renfield, and there is some pretty good makeup effects here and there. And yeah, like that's where my positives end, I guess. Like it's just not a well written movie in any way. And it's not well directed either. Chris McKay directed it. He did the Lego Batman movie and the Tomorrow, I believe. And I get what he's going for, but in execution, it just fell flat, mainly due to the script. If this movie was what I wanted it to be, I feel like this tone, this look, would have felt appropriate. But in what the movie actually is, it just didn't really work for me. I thought the action scenes were terribly edited, just all over the place. The blood is way too cartoonish. There's a scene when Renfield whips off a guy's arm and then stabs another guy with his arm. And that sounds like a great moment, but in the execution, it was just lacking. So, not well written, not well directed, and not really well acted either. Nicolas Cage is entertaining enough as Dracula. He can be very over the top and campy, but he can also be menacing, but we just didn't get enough from him. Nicholas Hoult, his performance here reminds me of Warm Bodies a bit too much. I guess he does a fine job, but it's nothing new from him. Aquafina is very bad. Very, very, very bad. She's not just the tough cop, but she's also like the strong-willed cop, and she just doesn't pull it off. It always feels, no matter how hard she tries, that she's in a comedy sketch. And yeah, Ben Schwartz is very bad here. Adrian Martinez is blah. He's not good. And then we've got Shohora Agastushlu, and as soon as I heard her talk, I was just like, Grayson from Arcane. So I guess this is what the actress looks like. She's just got a very recognizable voice. I wouldn't say she's bad. I wouldn't say she's great either. It's just everyone's given such weak material. No one had a chance to stand out when everything surrounding them is this lackluster. It does have its moments here and there. I like Nicolas Cage in it. I like what it's kind of trying to do, but in the execution, it just makes every wrong decision. It's terribly written, directed. Stay away from this movie. So I'll give Renfield a 3 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Renfield? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin